Hey guys, my name is Yanik, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why I want to become a teacher and my philosophy behind it. So, during this time to developing into being a teacher, I have looked up to Jean-Jacques Rousseau and Richard Stanley Peters, who are both philosophers in the category of education, who have had a major impact in the whole philosophy of education and what it means for a lot of people to become and be a teacher. For me personally, being able to be somebody who helps develop and support young individuals to become a better person, to become a better version of themselves is something I have looked forward to and looked up to doing for many, many years, starting at a very young age of about 12, 13 years old, when I started working in the educational industry, whether it was swimming, rugby, or playing soccer. And so for me, you know, being the stepping stone or the supporting stone for young individuals to develop into the best version of themselves is something I look forward to, and being able to see, the process of how somebody has changed throughout the years, whether it's, as a personal individual or as a group setting in a school, is very important to me. Whether it's as a just a general well-being, or how they are educationally, physically, just how they develop into being themselves. So being able to, be somebody that is there for them, whether it is to help them answer questions that they might have, or to push and support them into doing something, they might usually not tend to lean towards. An example is, there might be a child who doesn't think that they would be good into, learning a different language. And myself being able to speak two language fluently, I like to look at it this way, to say, hey, you might actually enjoy it. You don't know whether or not you're going to be good at it unless you have tried it. So, being that pushing force behind a child, but knowing when to stop, when a child has had enough, or to know when a child might not, have achieved what they want to achieve, to then be able to know, hey, maybe they need to do something else. Maybe they need to focus on something that they, enjoy more. And to be able to be that person is something that I look forward to. And to be able to say, I've watched a child grow up. I was there to help them. I was there to support them. I was there to be able to, suggest ideas, develop them into mature individuals, is something that I definitely want to do. I've always looked forward to, being that person, but I've also looked back at my teachers and understood, now being an adult, why they sometimes did what they did to push me to do better, to push me to become who I am today. And it was never with bad intentions. It was always to, make sure I was aware that I can't fail at something unless I've tried it. And that just because I failed at something doesn't mean that I'm not good, doesn't mean that I'm a bad individual. It just means that I haven't really done or did what suited me best. And to be able to, develop myself in the future as well, to have more ideas of what I can teach children, to have more ideas of what I can push children into different directions for, just makes it so much more rewarding when I do see a success story or hear of a success story that I might have been a part of. Having been a swim teacher, I had many success stories where I've heard of children performing, immensely great at races, and even having set records that, makes me feel great for them, but also makes them feel great. So that's my philosophy. That's why I enjoy what I'm doing, and that's where I want to develop into.